Holy shit. Oh my God. You guys see that? Good God. Mr. Kenny Ives. Unbelievable, man. It's a little screamer. Wow. So guys, Kenny Ives, Kawasaki, and a previously Honda franchisee, he has retired, moved down to Florida, and he's restoring old classic motocross bikes for fun. And this is his passion, is taking stuff down to the frame and doing nut and bolt restorations on classics like this. So we have photo documentation of Kenny's build. He split the cases, transmission out, and completely rebuilt the motor from top to bottom. It's got a new clutch. The water pump was also resealed. The frame, while the motor was out, was stripped down to bare frame and sent off to the powder coaters. A lot of parts on the bike have been powder coated as well. You see some of the engine components as well as the Kickstarter, which is in just fantastic condition. The suspension was also rebuilt. You see the linkage has new consumables, new hardware all throughout the bike. The shock was rebuilt. You see a new bump stop. The spring was powder coated. The forks rebuilt, new fork gaiters. Some of the cycle parts, the top of the forks, there's no sign of any degradation of the chrome, pitting, or anything like that. The bar setup has some new OEM grips, the factory throttle housing, and some new reproduction levers, looks like. The gas tank is their original, to my knowledge. Look, Kenny had the insight to have the powder coater put a sticker over the VIN number. The factory VIN plaque's also present. Radiators are oversized reproductions, brand new aluminum radiators, which look the business and have the proper radiator guard here. New tires front and rear on some Moose Racing hoops laced up to the stock hubs. Speaking of the hubs, the brakes were also rebuilt, and looks like a new brake cable here. Every wear item, every consumable has been replaced. But as you guys know, if you follow Kaplan Cycles, you know that there's some parts on these vintage two-strokes that can't be replaced and can't be remedied with even with a frame-off restoration. And one of those items is the frame rails. So the frame rails, these are hollow steel tubes, and they get flattened after a couple hours of trail riding. These are in just fantastic condition. I see one little ding right there. Nothing out of the norm. This is clearly a low-hour machine that Kenny started with before he did this frame off, as well as the swing arm, which is really as good as you'll find. This one looks out of the box. I'm sure it's been polished, aside from some light surface scratches. Also the linkage. Look at that, guys. Come on. This is fork lowers as well. It's another item. I mean, unless you completely replace the forks, there's no getting around the deep gouges that these get when ridden as they were intended to on the motocross track, rocky motocross track, or in the woods. So the seat also has been covered with a reproduction seat cover, which has been done to a high standard. That is a really good job there. Again, new tires. Still have the tits on it. Kenny did do some heat cycles on this, but what I just did right there was the first actual ride, and wow, just speechless, guys. Looks like some new chain rollers, swing arm guard there, and lots of new petcock, new fuel lines. I'm sure I'm leaving a lot of stuff out. There's going to be a detailed write-up in the ad of this bike. We did go through the bike after it got here. We did a nut and bolt, and I believe they did a little bit of tuning. I'd have to check the work order, but what a delight. Kenny, just hats off, man. Just an awesome build. I didn't know that they could be this good with the drum brakes. Early liquid cooled model. This is a special bike. Wow. So fast. All right, guys, if you have any questions, call the shop line 860-454-7024. We can ship it anywhere in the States inexpensively, so message your zip code for a shipping quote. Thanks for watching thus far, and God bless America. Dude, did you ride this thing? This thing's total magic.